Hi guys, welcome back to episode 8 of Strive to Survive. We got some cows in the background here. On this episode, we're going to start doing some branch mining, but we're also going to take a look at these fancy new carrots that finally grew and plant some more of them. So, let's get started. Now, off camera, I've done a little bit of farming. Nothing major. We'll plant our carrots here. Gathered a few trees because we seem to be low on wood. I'm trying to build up a kind of an oak forest over here. As you can see, there's a bunch of saplings that I planted. That way we'll have a variety of trees. We'll have the spruce and the oak here. And then if we could find some birch, that would be nice too. But the sun's going down, so this is the perfect opportunity for us to go ahead and head underground and do some branch mining. Here you go, chickens. Enjoy that. So let's go. We've got our fancy new door here, so we won't get creepered anymore in here. And let's put up another torch. And as a matter of fact, we'll put a furnace here. That way, if we get any ores, we can just go ahead and smelt them here. And some people are probably asking why I didn't just leave the furnace that I had in place and the crafting table that I had in place here. But you know what? Hindsight's 2020, so let's go ahead and eat our steak because we're getting a little hungry. And we'll head down. We've got our fancy new pick. I've got a backup pick. So I think we're going to be in good shape. We've got plenty of torches. We've got some armor just in case we run into something bad down there. But let's go ahead and head down. Almost. We can see the gold. And let's jump over here. And it actually looks like that is a drop there. So let's grab our ladders and head down here. Go ahead and place those down there. And we'll see what we got. Now we are at Y21, so we're not quite where we want to be yet. But we did open up into a cave here. So let's go ahead and mine out this gold. Oop. Did not mean to break that block. That was kind of our protection from over there, but you know what? We'll make do. There we go. And let's go exploring this little cave a little bit. See if we can't find something interesting. We got some iron. This branches off in a whole bunch of different directions. We'll just light it up a little bit. See if we don't run into anything interesting. What is this? Emeralds. We can use those to trade with villagers if we come across any. We won't need the hoe on our bar, so let's go ahead and seal that off. And what we might want to get is we might want to get some iron here and make ourselves a bucket so that we can get some water just in case we run across any lava, which we will at this depth. And so let's see if we can't find any other than that one little piece that I found there. There's some more gold. You can tell we're getting deeper in this mine because we're running across more of these valuable ores. I mean, there's still plenty of cobblestone around, but there's a lot more gold and iron around as well. So let's just head over this way. We can come back and get that later. It's not. Stick to placing torches on the right. And that's what we're looking for, is that iron right there. And there's some more right here. And that probably, there's some lapis down there, some coal. That would take us pretty much to where we want to go as far as the depth goes. But we'll just continue down our little mine shaft that we're building. Let's get this iron. That should be plenty to make a bucket. And I think that is more emerald, but let's go check on the off chance that it was diamonds, we don't want to pass it up. We got more gold down there, and as you can see, we're right at like Y15. We're aiming for Y14, which is right around this level. And you can see why, because there's tons of ores, just we're surrounded. There's gold, there's iron, coal, more gold over there, there's emeralds, and this is kind of the ideal depth for diamonds too. So yeah, this is definitely the level we want to be at. But let's mine this out real quick, and then we'll head back to our mine shaft and get down to this the way that we planned on getting down to it, instead of just stumbling across this cave. And that way we'll have a little bit more of a controlled environment too for our branch mining operation. Caving's nice and it's interesting, but branch mining will in the end net us a lot more resources. So that's what we're going to do. And I'll do the caving on camera and the branch mining after this initial exploration. I'm sorry. I will do that off camera because it's kind of just, you know, well, I'll show you in a minute here once we get down to that depth. And I'm going to block this off. We'll do it with dirt. That way we don't get, you know, jumped by anything. Now spiders could fit through here, but we're not really too worried about spiders. So, are we going to have enough ladders? We are at Y18. We have one ladder left, so no, we're not going to have enough ladders. And it looks like we're coming across another little bit of cave here, actually. So, and that's actually the other side of that cave. So, let's step out here real quick, and we'll make a crafting bench so we don't have to go to the surface. That right there, and we will make ourselves a couple more ladders, and I think that'll actually do it. So no point in making more than we have to, really. And we'll light this up real quick too. I know it's pretty dark in here. We're going to seal this part off, and we'll do that with dirt again. There we go. Now we don't have to worry about anything jumping on us. So we are at Y14 now. So what we're going to do is we're going to branch out a little bit. And I like to kind of go around this center cylinder here. And of course we ran back into that tunnel, but we knew that was there. It's not really a big surprise. So we'll just block it off for now. And actually what we're going to do real quick is we're going to grab that crafting bench and we're going to move it down to that level that we're going to be working on. I guess I could use the shovel, make that a little bit quicker. And come on. There we go. And we'll take this crafting bench with us. Put our dirt back up. Alright, so that way we'll have a crafting bench down here. Because we're definitely going to need to craft more tools. It's not, we didn't just come down here with a couple picks and that's it. So we'll put that right, well, let's expand this out a little bit more. Probably not that way, because we're just going to keep running into that same area. That is those tunnels. But let's try this way. There we go. Just going to expand it out a little bit more. And we could even bring a bed down here. Now there's not really a point to doing that because we're underground anyway, so it doesn't matter really if it's day or night. But we could do it. So I just wanted to move that torch to right about there. Put another one right there. So now it's nice and lit up down here. We'll put our crafting bench right there. And we'll build a chest down here as well. That way we can store any of the valuable stuff that we get in the chest. And then what we're going to do is I'm going to pick a point, probably right here, and we're going to dig straight out 2 deep, like this, and we'll just head down this path, and then we'll come over, we'll skip this block, we'll skip this block here, and we'll start going down this tunnel here. That way, there's no way for us to really miss anything. We can see this set of blocks from this tunnel, we can see this set of blocks from this tunnel, and we'll just continue doing that, and we'll get everything on this level, which will be 14 and I believe 15, is that correct? Yeah, it's actually 13 and 14, looks like. 14 and 15. Regardless, it's this level here that we're standing on is where we actually want to be. So, but we're gonna light this up a little bit because I can definitely hear some zombies, and we'll use our cobble pick or our stone pick to mine out all this cobble. We don't want to waste our iron pick at this point. We're gonna get tons of cobble doing this. That's why I brought an extra pick here. And as you can see, we're already running into stuff. We've got iron above us. Put a nice little torch there. We got coal to the side. And we're going to break our shovel here in a second too. But yeah, there's definitely going to be a lot of resources at this level. And that's what we need. We need a lot of iron and a lot of coal and cobble for the projects that we're going to work on in the future. So, but that is the basics of branch mining. You just come down and start boring out tunnels, and usually this, I mean, you can go further apart, but then you run the risk of missing resources. So that's why I like to keep it nice and narrow between the tunnels that we're going to dig. And what we'll eventually do is from these tunnels we'll go off like this, so we'll have a tunnel here. I'll do that with the shovel real quick. Then we'll have another tunnel 2 over from that, so that's 1, that's 2, so we'll have another tunnel here, and we'll mine out that way, and we'll basically just, you know, get all the resources in this area. So let me go ahead and do a little bit of mining here. I'm not going to make you guys watch it, but I will start recording again if something interesting happens, if we run into like a cavern or something like that. So I'll be back, guys. Well, that didn't take very long for something interesting to happen. Looks like silverfish. So these little guys are kind of nasty. They don't do a lot of damage, but what they do is they call friends. If you allow them to, if you don't take care of them rather quickly, they'll start calling their friends, and that can get pretty nasty, because when you run into one silverfish, he probably does about half of a heart worth of damage on every hit. If you don't block or anything like that. But when you run into multiple silverfish, it can get nasty quick. So, and that was just, you know, randomly in here. You can tell a block is silverfish, and I don't think that one is. No, these aren't. But you can tell a block is silverfish because it'll take a lot longer to break than it normally would. That one was. So we'll take care of him real quickly. But yeah, that block took longer than normal to break for what it was. And see, this one seems like it's going to be normal. That one is also normal. So it's kind of hard to tell, and it gets harder if you have an efficiency pick. because the blocks are breaking so rapidly as it is with an efficiency pick. So, but yeah, that's silverfish in a nutshell. But alright, if something else interesting happens, I'll start recording again. Alright guys, we're back. I'm just, doing a little bit more mining. That's our original tunnel that we've gone down so far. I've come back here and made this one. It's pretty deep. I mean, you can tell that's the end of it there where I have that final torch. So, oh, excuse me. It's probably about 20-25 blocks deep, and it's completely random. I'm not counting as I'm going along or anything like that, but I'm gonna work on this row real quick, and then we'll see what our total haul is after we're done with this. And I'm just doing this on camera so that you guys can see, kind of the method to the madness here as far as how deep we're gonna go in here. And what I do is I come in as far as I can until it gets kind of dark, which this is pretty dark here. So we'll put a torch, and then we'll do that probably 3 or 4 more times, and then we'll move on to a different area. And that's an interesting little 2-block hole there. But yeah, we'll go down, and that ends up equaling about 25 blocks deep usually. So, and yes, I saw that coal, but I will get that on the way out. I'm just interested right now in kind of boring straight into here. Same thing with this iron. I'm only getting these pieces because they're in the way of our progress. So we'll end up getting the rest when we back out of this tunnel. And it's starting to get pretty dark again. So we'll put a torch up. And we'll probably go one more set deep. And then we'll put our final torch. If I can find my shovel. And I find that seems to work out pretty well. I mean, you can go really as far as you want into one of these. But actually, let's see where we are in comparison with the other tunnels. So if we bore through here, yeah, see, we're right at pretty much the end of this other tunnel here. So do that. Oh, put a final torch there, that way we know that's the end. We'll go back and gather some of these resources that we may have missed. And what we'll do, yeah, that's a lot of iron, so that's good. Just to make sure we got it all, is we'll fill this in with dirt. That way it's easy for us to walk back and forth. I don't want to leave giant holes in our path. I'm not going to fill in anything like this, like along the side walls, but along the main paths here, we'll go ahead and fill that in. And we would eventually hit these because we're too deep here, so that's actually going to be the other tunnel. So we would eventually hit all this coal going that way as well. And that's one of the nice things about mining like this, is you're going to get a lot of resources. So it's pretty effective. And let's throw a torch over here, just because this hole's pretty dark. This is a rather large coal vein, but we haven't found any diamonds. I did find some more emeralds, and of course diamonds are, they're really what we're looking for down here, is diamonds, redstone, gold, all the valuable resources. But haven't really we found some gold. We didn't find any diamonds or any redstone, so that'll have to be something that we strive for in a different episode. For now, let's check out what our haul is from all that. We got a lot of cobble out of it. Almost 4 full stacks of cobble just doing that. We got 3 emeralds, 9 gold ore, and 28 iron. So not a bad haul overall. Could have been better, and we ran into some silverfish too, so that was interesting. But for now, guys, I'm going to call this the end of this episode, and I will see you guys in the next episode when we, go on the search for diamonds, fun stuff like that. So, if you guys could, like, comment, subscribe if you thought this video was interesting, and I guess I'll see you guys later.